Welcome to the epic world of dog training. I am JT Lawson. I am the lead trainer at Make Your Dog Epic. I also own the Oklahoma locations for Make Your Dog Epic, where we turn your canine companions into truly epic dogs. Get ready for your daily doses of wisdom as we tackle your questions and unleash the secrets to mastering dog training. As always, our goal is to gain obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality. Can I have a kiss? Oh, thank you. Oh, good job. Can I have a kiss? Well, thank you. Oh, let's try again. Oh, what? One more? No? Okay.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa Dog Training Podcast. We're joined here in the booth, in the box that rocks, with a man by the name of James. James, that's his code name. His real name is also James. And we're joined here with JT Lawson. JT Lawson, who is a Tulsa dog training expert. Folks, while you're thinking about where you're going to go eat today, you might be thinking about what movie's on. You might be thinking about the Super Bowl. You might think about your family, your life goals, Christmas, your kids, vacations, holidays. You might be thinking about a new book. You might be thinking about something you're dealing with your family, friends. JT, all he thinks about is Tulsa dog training. That's like 100% of his brain is focused on dog training. And JT, people, they go to makeyourdogepic.com, makeyourdogepic.com, because they're looking for Tulsa dog training. And perhaps one of the biggest questions that you're asked every day, every hour of every day, people say, well, what does it cost? What does it cost to train my dog? So let's start with you, James, because you know nothing about dog training. Would you ask that question? I mean, if you were going to makeyourdogepic.com, you were filling out the form, would you start off by asking how much do you charge, or what would you ask?
I would simply ask, how much does it cost to train my dog to not pee and poop in the house?
Okay, so JT Lawson, tell us, sir, what does it cost to train a dog?
Yeah, well, I can't tell you exactly how much it'll cost to train your specific dog without seeing your dog, because every dog's different, everyone's goals are different. So that's why we offer that first lesson for 50 cents, which is less than $1. And that's what we do to train your dog in Tulsa. And so what we'll do is we schedule that first lesson. I come out, I see your dog, I work with your dog, I tell you more about us. That way you guys know more about us than a random guy on a podcast that you hear now while you're driving, thinking about the Super Bowl and going to Walmart and other things. And so
when you see the dog, I just want to understand this, and maybe you could help me understand this. And James, maybe this is how I picture it, and maybe I have a problem. But I picture, when you say I need to see the dog, I picture you grabbing the dog, and we'll just get everyone picture with me like a bulldog, and you grab the dog by the back of its head in a nice way, and you're looking into its eyes, it's looking at you, you're looking at it, and you're going, does dogs make that face? They got that one face where they go, like they have kind of like that. They lower their lip.
The bulldogs.
They lower the lip, and they kind of, and it's like they just kind of look. That's the one face they make. And then they might raise an eyebrow. And so are you looking at the dog? Are you getting nose to nose? You're just looking at it and going, hey, dog, we need to talk it out? Or what are you doing?
Yeah, so not exactly that. So I'm not looking into this dog's soul and trying to understand it. But we kind of do that first lesson for two reasons. One, so I can see your dog and see your goals, and I can get you to your goals. But also for a selfish reason, I like to actually see what I'm getting into, because the notes aren't always what's there at the house. So, for example, I went out to a 50-cent first lesson, and in the notes it said it was a German Shepherd Husky, a Great Pyrenees mix, and that it had mild aggression. And I get there, and I see the dog.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the people, and then I'm looking at the dog, and I'm like, is that a wolf? They're like, it's part. And I was like, okay. And then this lady is in bandages from her wrist.
Come on.
Up to her shoulder.
This isn't a real story,
no,
is it?
this is a real story.
A real
so
story.
This is why we have to do that first lesson also.
Yeah, the first lesson.
And so the dog's growling. He's wanting to murder me. Oh, yeah. And so she says that they went to tie it back, and the dog bit her on the arm.
Come on.
And then she moved the arm. It bit her on the stomach.
Oh.
She turned and started running away, and the dog tackled her and grabbed her by the shoulder and started thrashing.
Just so I understand the story, was she a husky woman?
No, she was a small woman, yeah.
So the dog bit into her what little stomach she had.
Yep.
It bit into the.
Yeah, it grabbed her. It nipped her on the stomach. It grabbed her arm, and then when she ran away, it jumped and pounced on her, grabbed her by the shoulder, and was like thrashing her around. And I'm like, that's not a dog bite. That's a wild animal bite.
So you have to look at the dog.
Yeah, so I have to see the dog, and so I had to figure out their goals. And with that dog specifically, I told him, hey, okay, this is your goals. You don't ever want to put the dog down. It's already attacked 4 different people now. You were the 4th one, so now that it happened to you, you're calling us. And now that dog is flying on private jets. This is a real story because the owner got a deal with MTV shortly after this, after we trained the dog. So I was like,
Why did the owner get a deal with music television, MTV?
Well, because he is some guitar teacher or something, so it was like a contest they were doing. So he was flying back and forth. Yeah. And so it was, but yeah, so I had to, what I would have written on the notes, like if I would have priced them on the notes and then I would have got there, I would have immediately had to change everything.
Now, let me cue up audio. I think I got audio of you the last time that you looked at a dog. Now, folks, this audio clip could be the wrong one. I have a sound bank here of incredible sound clips, and this is the last time I think JT Lawson looked at a Tulsa dog. This is how I picture the story, and I could be wrong, but somebody shows up, and James, if you could supply echo technology, okay? So let me just walk you through. I'm going to say the word. And you in kind of a whispery way need to repeat it back to me, okay? So
all right.
So JT Lawson shows up to look at the dog.
JT shows up to look at the dog.
No, you got to dog.
Oh, okay.
So the last word I say, you have to echo that, okay?
All
so
right.
JT Lawson shows up to look at the dog.
Dog.
And as he assesses the dog, he looks in the dog's face. Face. He discovers this isn't a dog. This is a wolf. Wolf. Is that kind of what it's like? I mean, do you have this music playing when you? Why she want? Do you typically have like monkish music when you look at the dog? Is it a spiritual thing?
Well, first, I want to apologize to everyone driving in the car, and they're listening to this with their friend, and they had no idea this was coming up, and now their friend's like, "What are we listening to?" So, but no, that's not what it. I'm not looking into the dog's soul, but I see it differently than how most people see their dog. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on, why it's happening, and I'm trying to understand it. And then we figure out what it'll take to get your dog to you goals. So we have, with the dog training we do here in Tulsa, we either have one-on-one lessons where it's half dog training, half human training. I'll let you guys guess which one's harder. Or we have boarding school where they send a dog with us. No matter what, we will beat anyone's price. We offer a money-back guarantee. So we always blame ourselves, never you guys. And you get group class forever because I want to be there for the rest of the dog's life.
Now, so the dog, when you do the dog training lessons, let's just make sure I understand this. The first lesson is 50 cents.
Yes.
Which is less than $1. I mean, it's incredible. So the first lesson is 50 cents. And then after that first lesson, you're saying in addition to that, you're going to beat anyone's price.
Absolutely, anyone's.
You guarantee the results or the money back.
Yep, it's kind of me putting my money where my mouth is, saying, "Hey, I know what I do works."
And you have customized pricing. And my understanding is you'll work with anybody's budget. Like you don't ever turn a dog away or a customer away because they can't afford it. You even have maybe some scholarship options.
Yeah, we have scholarship options. Like I've had where it's like, "Hey, I'm a college student.
Yeah.
I got this dog, and now it's ruining my life." Well. But I have no money. Awesome. Right. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you with one of our trainers in training.
Right.
And we're going to train them while they train your dog. And we're going to have a win-win situation, but we're going to make sure everyone can afford it.
And I want to make sure people understand that idea. I mean, and we've talked about this a lot offline. If you train someone's dog and they're in a tight spot financially, maybe you don't, as a company at Make Your Dog Epic Tulsa Dog Training, maybe you don't make any money off the deal, but what you do is you got 3 big wins. I mean, one is the customer's super happy, so they're out there telling their friends, like, man, this was incredible. Second is you're going to gather an objective review from the customer that was happy to receive the service.
Yep.
And 3 is you're gathering more and more reputation, more word of mouth, more energy, more momentum. You're refining your skill. Your entire team is getting more at bats. You know.
Yep.
It's really, so if you're out there today, what I'm hearing from you is that no matter where your budget is, no matter what spot you're in, if you're looking to have your Tulsa dog trained, you got to go to makeyourdogepic.com.
Absolutely. Yep. And we'll work with you. We'll get you to your goals no matter what the cost. And our whole goal at Make Your Dog Epic is to have more freedom through dog training. Because a dog that's trained gets more freedom to go with you everywhere. So like my dogs, they get to go with me absolutely everywhere because I know no matter what's going on, they'll listen. And that's our goals for anyone who trains with us.
Now, I got an audio clip here. This is James and I. We don't know how to train dogs. We have no Tulsa dog training skill sets. So this is James and I the other day with no, I mean, you've been, JT, you go to seminars where top dog trainers teach you how to train dogs.
Yep.
You go to, I mean, these are 2-week in-person workshops. You've gone to multiple day workshops. You travel around to attend these things, and,
Yeah.
and you're never done.
No, you're always learning. I'm always learning from other trainers because there's so many different training methods.
But
and
I mean, you're
styles
never
and
done.
Certifications. And
You're
everything
never
out there.
done.
Never.
I mean, it's
Always
like,
learning.
whatever we're talking about now, by the time someone hears this, you might have gone to another one.
Oh, absolutely.
And you're going to, I think, 2 more, just right now that I know of, 2 more workshops coming up here to refine your skill sets as a Tulsa dog trainer. And one thing that you do that's unique is you do this positive reinforcement strategy mixed with this attention. You focus on gathering the dog's attention, and it's a really positive reinforcement strategy. There's a lot. And so James and I, we haven't been to the workshops. We haven't been to the training. We don't know what we're, quote unquote, doing. So this is audio of James and I out front here just trying to train a dog using what we don't know about dog training. And so here we go.
Time
Let me scoot.
well.
We kind of skip ahead. Like it's always challenging to find the right clip, folks, but we're working for you here, folks. We're going to get it done here. This is, let me get it queued up here. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Let me get it. Here we go. Fill in the floor. Here we go.
The Zen philosopher Basho once wrote, "A flute with no holes is not a flute, and a donut with no hole is a Danish." He's a funny guy.
You missed just that one.
In one physical model of the universe, the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line in the opposite direction, Danny.
We brought a guy named Danny, too, for the training side. That's incredible.
Danny was there also. Yeah, and I do all these other different seminars because there's so many different ways. And what we've done at Make Your Dog Epic is we've taken all of those and then we've molded them into our own, and it's called focus-based positive reinforcement training. And that's how we train. So we've taken a lot from different trainers and different methodologies, and now we're implementing it into what we feel is easiest for the clients and the dog and for everyone involved, and that transfers the best to the owners. Because if we get your dog to listen to us but not you, it's kind of pointless. Or if we have a super complicated training style where we come to you and we have to use like 18 different training tools, and then we're trying
because you want to get the dog back to the owner as fast as possible.
Yeah.
You want the dog to be, if somebody's going to pay you to train their dog, you want the person who's paying you, the customer, they want to get their dog trained as fast as possible. So you want to get the dog back to them as fast as possible. You want those skill sets to be transferable. You want it to be affordable, and you're always looking for a better way. And that's, again, if you're going to makeyourdogepic.com, makeyourdogepic.com, you can schedule your first dog training lesson for just 50 cents, which is less than $1.
Sure.
This just in, less than $1. Again, go to makeyourdogepic.com, makeyourdogepic.com for the best Tulsa dog training on the planet. Is your dog and furry friend holding you hostage? Will your dog not stop pulling on its leash and eating your sausage? Who wrote that? Well, I don't mean to brag, but I actually wrote it, and wow, it rhymes. People dig it. Like a dog. You get it? Okay, so I'm just going to keep reading. Will your dog not stop jumping on you or pooping in your house like you're on the set of Jumanji or living in a zoo? It only took me 2 weeks to write that line while sitting at the base of a waterfall, while gazing upon my epic dog. The dog that once held me hostage was now my best friend. It's so good. The dog that would never listen was now all ears. It's so good. I just want to cry. Pull yourself together, man. And if you too want to transform your dog from a furry terrorist into your best friend, what you need to do is schedule your first lesson at makeyourdogepic.com, where your first lesson is always just 50 cents. And with the savings, you can use that to pay the rent. Again, your first lesson is always just 50 cents at makeyourdogepic.com. Wow. Stop the endless barking, reduce the aggressive behaviors, prevent dog jumping, stop your dog from chasing the elderly UPS driver. as he attempts to deliver a package. Stop your dog from biting Pam, your yoga pants-wearing neighbor, as she just attempts to speed walk in peace. Stop your dog from eating your wife's wedding dress and peeing in your closet on top of your Christmas gifts. Stop the madness at MakeYourDogEpic.com. Experience the revolutionary focus-based positive reinforcement training and methodology. Our goal is dog obedience, but never at the expense of dog personality. It's the same dog, but now it's all ears.
Wow.
Man, Carl, you are a talented vocal artist. Well, I can sense I can feel the passion. It's contagious. Well, my friend, I am passionate about the product. I once went 60 days without sleeping. Really? My wife's wedding dress got eaten, and my neighbor Pam was bitten by my dog, and oh man, my quality of life was at an all-time low. I actually didn't invite people over to my home for months because of the new dog, and I always smelled like urine. You do still smell a little bit like dog urine. Before I made my dog Epic, I was hostage, and that's where the passion comes from. You've got to believe in your product, and you've got to project from the diaphragm. You've got to bend your knees. Bend the knees. Drink ginger. Drink the ginger. And you've got to ingest apple cider vinegar. Apple cider, I can do. And with a dog bone, you want to chew on the dog bone before the hard pass. Not going to recording so that you can emulate the dog, and you should listen to Atomic Dog. So I can do that. But you're not a dog. But you want to just chew on the bone. Get the oversized bone, not the regular size bone. Hard pass. Not gonna chew on the bone.
Do you need to have your dog professionally trained? Do you need your dog to stop barking at the neighbors? Do you want your dog to stop going potty in the house? Do you want to have an epic and well-trained dog at an affordable price? What makes the Make Your Dog Epic dog training experience unique? At Make Your Dog Epic, your first dog training lesson is just 50 cents, which is less than $1. Make Your Dog Epic is home to the highest rated, most reviewed dog training company in the area. At Make Your Dog Epic, we will beat any competitor's price for similar services. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer a money-back guarantee. So if the training doesn't work, we never blame you or the dog. It's always our fault. At Make Your Dog Epic, we offer the fastest turnaround time in the industry. That way you can start enjoying time with your epic dog as soon as possible. At Make Your Dog Epic, when you schedule that first lesson with us, we automatically enter you in for a chance to win a dream vacation to Hawaii. Whoa! Which is a lot like Oklahoma, except the weather's different. There's beaches, palm trees. But if you'd rather go to Oklahoma, we can do that as well. How does the Make Your Dog Epic training experience work? When you fill out that form on MakeYourDogEpic.com, we are going to call you and schedule that first lesson for just 50 cents, which is less than $1. We are going to meet you for that first lesson. That way we can tell you what it's going to take to get your dog to your goals. Because every dog's different and everyone's goals are different. We'll either do one-on-one lessons where it's half dog training, half human training. I'll let you guess which one's harder. Or we're going to do boarding school, where you send your dog with us and we take care of all the homework for you. No matter what you do, we're going to make sure everything transfers to you. Because it's pretty pointless if we get your dog to listen to us, but no one else in your family. Disclaimer, currently we do not offer a service that will get your in-laws to listen to you. You will receive unlimited ongoing group class for the remainder of your dog's epic life. That's because we want to be there for you and your dog forever. We never want you to have to use another trainer after training with us. Our goal is to teach obedience, but never at the expense of the dog's personality, because if we get your dog to listen, but we have to crush its spirit in the process, what's the point? Our motto is it's the same dog, but now it's all ears. You'll now have a well-behaved dog that you can walk or jog with without it channeling its inner sled dog and pulling you down the street. You will have a dog that won't bark at the neighbors or potty in the house. You will be entered in for a contest to win a dream trip to Hawaii that we will be giving away every January. Pow wow whoa, yippee-oh, yippee-yay. Take that first step and schedule that first 50-cent lesson at MakeYourDogEpic.com. MakeYourDogEpic.com.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Here we go now.